Hello everyone, welcome back to MindMatrix YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be talking about one of the most important thing for you guys जो भी लोग गेट की तैयारी कर रहे हैं या फिर कोई भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम की तैयारी कर रहे हैं. आई होप यू हैव ऑलरेडी गॉटन द आइडिया दैट विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट समथिंग रिलेटेड टू accuracy. Okay, so in this video I'll be talking about how you can improve upon your accuracy, which is very important if you're aiming for any competitive exam. In fact, even if you are looking for any other exam, be it IIT, NEET, any other exam, okay, UPSC as well, you can just think about that. Okay, so इन चीज़ों के बारे में हम बात करने वाले हैं. Before moving forward, let me just give my intro. I hope you already know me, but yeah, we have not been posting the videos. Okay, so now we are back. I have joined the Lowe's company as a data scientist now. Okay, my MTech is over. MTech from AI at ISC. Okay, so now let's get started. So the topic is how you can improve upon your accuracy. Now the thing is, like, I have divided this video. This is going to be a very short video. I have divided this video into three parts. कि accuracy को लेके जब मैं बात करूंगा तो I will be talking about three main points. One is the foundation part. The other is concretizing your concept. The last part is temperament. Okay, so what does it mean by, like, the first was foundation. I guess you can get to know what I'm talking about over here. The second is concretizing the concepts, the everything like you are having in your mind with respect to what you have learned. And the third part would be that how, having learned all that, वो सब सीख लेने के बाद, how you can utilize that and maintain a temperament so that your accuracy is good. Okay, or you are improving your accuracy. ओके, तो इस चीज इन 3 पॉइंट्स में हम बात करेंगे एक्यूरेसी के बारे में. ओके, सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट पॉइंट विच इज द फाउंडेशन. सो आई होप फाउंडेशन, जैसे कि टॉपिक का नाम है या फिर पॉइंट का नाम है, यू मस्ट हैव गॉटन द आइडिया कि ये पॉइंट फिर से मैं दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करूंगा. ओके, सो द फर्स्ट थिंग इज द नॉलेज और कंसेप्ट्स. सो आपको उसका आइडिया होना चाहिए, लाइक दिस इज बाय डिफॉल्ट ट्रू. ओके, कोई भी बंदा है, कोई भी लड़की है जो भी सोच रहे हैं कि भाई मुझे एक्यूरेसी अच्छी लेके आनी है अपने एग्जाम में, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू शुड हैव द नॉलेज ऑफ दैट थिंग एटलीस्ट. ओके, सो आपको कंसेप्ट अच्छे से आने चाहिए, नॉलेज अच्छे से आना चाहिए, एंड आपको पता है वो चीज़ आप ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयर कर रहे होगे. सो दिस इज नॉट अबाउट कि आप कहाँ से पढ़ें. ओके, दिस इज अबाउट कि आप पढ़ रहे हैं. अजम्पशन इज बिंग मेड कि आप पढ़ रहे हैं, आपके पास रिसोर्सेज हैं एंड यू आर फॉलोइंग दोस एंड यू आर एबल टू कवर द सिलेबस एज वेल. ओके, सो ये चीज़ है पहली पॉइंट. पहला पॉइंट जो था हमारा कि फाउंडेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है, तो उसके लिए फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज कि आप कॉन्सेप्ट्स और नॉलेज अच्छे से ले पा रहे हैं, समझ पा रहे हैं, एंड आप अच्छी अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप कर पा रहे हैं विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द कंसेप्ट्स यू आर हैविंग इन ईच ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट और सब टॉपिक यू आर हैविंग. ओके, within this, the foundation, the second part is practice. Okay, now what about practice? First point I mentioned, let me just recall that. First point within the foundation was your concepts, you should know that. The second is practice of the questions. Now if I talk about the practice, here comes again two things which are very important. What would you be practicing from, or how would you be practicing? So there are two things, quality versus quantity. You need to maintain the quality of questions as well as you need to focus upon the quantity of questions as well, that what is the number of questions you are solving. Now the shorter point, let me take that first, कि quantity की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो यार that depends upon person to person. Okay, some people feel comfortable about after 10 questions, some people may feel comfortable about 50 questions, some people may not be comfortable after 100 questions. That just depends, but you need to understand that you have limited time and you must be able to identify what was the concept, what is the overall idea around that concept, am I able to understand that concept and use that in my questions or not. Okay, there can be a number of variation possible. Okay, number of variation are always possible, but the thing is, can you relate to the intuitions? Are you getting the basic understanding about that concept? And can you solve a number of variation? I'm not talking about all the variation, but still, can you solve, let's suppose 5-10 variations of those kind of problem? If yes, then it's good, move on. Okay, the other part was quality. Now with respect to the quality of question, there are these again further subtopic I would like to talk about. One is that relevant material or the relevant question, and the other is standard question. Now this is very important. If you are thinking that I am I'm getting interest in something which may not be in the syllabus, but I am finding interest in this topic and there are questions related to that, Should I be solving those questions? See, if you have enough of time, you can do that, enjoy. But remember, you can do that later on, having completed the journey of your gate exam. Okay, आप उसको उसके बाद कर सकते हैं. So please don't get deviated by solving some irrelevant questions or off topic questions. Okay, so please stick to the track. You know what exactly is there in the syllabus. Please find the questions you are having must be related to those syllabus only. Okay, the next thing was standard. Now that does not mean that okay, you are solving relevant question, but those are like simple bacha question. You're having a formula, you know, there is a question in which all the values are given and you just need to put that. No, those are not the kind of standard question that may be asked, but very few number of questions would be there like those questions. Okay, so in that case, you must be having a standard resource or standard set of questions for that. How you can get that? See, there are like a number of ways you can get that. I can make a video on that as well, that what can be the standard resources you can follow for the questions practice. But over here, what I can tell you is good test series and standard books. Good test series and standard books. And if you are enrolled somewhere, you must be getting some number of questions. You must be getting some set of questions being solved in class by your faculty. Okay, जो कि solve कराते हैं, like हम कराते हैं. So I just make sure कि जो भी मैं question करा रहा हूँ, whatever questions I am solving in my class, students should be able to understand and should be able to solve those questions without looking in the notes once again. They must be able to solve that. So please make sure that. Okay, so standard question, faculty knows. Okay, they can help you guys. And if you're not enrolled, so you can follow a standard book. I can talk about those standard books as well for each subject we are having, be it for computer science or be it for DA. Okay, so data science के लिए भी हम बता सकते हैं, but there would be a separate video for that. If you require that, you can just let me know. I can make a video for that as well. And in that as well, you need not to get lost. What I mean is, for a book, if you're referring, there will be hundreds of questions. There will be a number of topics which may not be again relevant to you. You have to choose there what are the set of questions which is coming, like which is more relevant to my, you know, my syllabus, and those questions would definitely be good. Okay, those are going to be good. Okay, now it depends. They are not, you know, using some extra concepts. What I mean is off syllabus topics. If they are not using off syllabus concepts, if they are not using those questions, then it's good. You should be solving those, and you should be, you know, marking those questions for practicing and revision again. Okay, just do that. So what was this point? This was about creating a strong foundation. Okay, because that is going to be the most important foundation for your accuracy, which you want to be above 95 or 99, or maybe 100 you want, or maybe like above 90. Okay, so if foundation is not strong, the speed, the temperament, everything is wrong then. Okay, if you don't know what is the correct formula, if you don't know the correct concept, then everything fails over there. Okay, so the first thing I said was with respect to the foundation. What did I talk within that? There were 2 points. One was the concepts or the knowledge of the concepts. Okay, the second point was practice. Within practice, I went a step ahead. Again, I talked about quality and quantity of the question. You should decide, depending upon you. You should not be devoting too much time as well in solving those questions which you are already comfortable with. Okay, don't do that, because if you are doing those questions which you are already comfortable with, you are just wasting the time in that case. Okay, the other thing was quality. Now for the quality, what did I say? Stay relevant. Basically, have relevant questions relevant to the syllabus, and have standard questions. Not too easy, not too difficult. Too difficult means there is something, you know, different, completely different going on. Just for an example, don't, you know, take up the IIT JEE Advanced or JEE Advanced book for the probability. That is a good example. Okay, because those also use the basic probability only. So those kind of question can be there, but the idea is there are a number of questions. Then you should not be solving all the questions. You need to take care of those things, that what kind of questions would be standard and relevant to me. Okay, so that was about making a strong foundation. Now second step was concretizing what you have learned. Okay, now having learned all the concepts, you will be able to solve the questions. Okay, you will be able to solve the question, but the thing would be, there would be 2 things happening, and I address both of those 2 things with the help of what I'm going to tell you, these points. Okay, one thing would be, you will be forgetting the, you know, concepts. You will be forgetting the formula. So what you need to do is revise. Make sure you revise regularly. If you will be revising regularly, you won't be forgetting those topics. That won't be shady. If that becomes shady, or what should I say, if there is a kind of dust on the layer of the concepts you are having, in that case you can make a number of mistakes. So please make sure that you are revising. It's completely fine. In the first go, it will always be like, I'm doing the third subject, I have forgotten the first subject. It's completely fine. Devote one day, have a revision. It would be fine. Make sure you are having a cycle of revision. After some number of days or some number of week, you are revising what you have already learned earlier. Okay, make sure you are doing the revision as well. Okay, so now this revision will help in concretizing. As I mentioned, it will clear off all the dust you are having on the concepts, because after some time you may forget some number of things, or some doubtful things may come up, or there can be some loopholes in your concept. So that will be slowly getting built up. You'll be getting better intuitions as well after some time when you revise. It happens that in the first go you may have gotten the idea, but when you revise something later on, after some week or some days or some month maybe, you get a better intuition about that happens. So that will be happening. So make sure you are revising. Now, second point over here in concretizing was tracking your silly mistakes, tracking your mistakes. Now, what do I mean by that is, I hope you know. So you'll be solving the problem. So you'll get to know what exactly you are doing. For an example, you could not know, oh, this was something I was doing wrong. I was not having a clear-cut idea about what exactly is this thing, or how these two concepts are related. You were making a mistake in writing some formula. That may be a thing. And something like this. For an example, when I'm teaching, it happens with me. If I'm teaching, I'm saying, let's suppose x is equal to 2, but I'm writing x is equal to 3. That happens. Sometimes it happens with me. So that can happen with you as well. So make sure if it happens with you, you are tracking those kind of mistakes. Make a copy of silly mistake in that case. Okay. Make sure you are writing all those things in a notebook. Okay. Whatever mistakes you are making, even if you are writing a formula wrong, even if you are not able to relate to concepts which was required in a particular question, make sure you are writing that. Whatever you are doing, silliest mistake, please write that down, so that you don't forget what were the mistakes you're making, so that you don't repeat those. This will be helping you a lot in improving the accuracy. First part was just building up the foundation. This part will be telling you that, okay, how to increase the accuracy. Now over here, when I'm saying the second part, which was concretizing, over here definitely your accuracy is improving over here. But the third step is important for a time-based test. In a timed environment, it becomes important to keep that accuracy, because it happens with us that sometimes when we are just solving for the practice, we may be able to solve that question properly without having any mistake. It may happen, but I can commit some more mistakes while doing it in test, or sometimes there would be a number of things which I'll be talking about in that creating a temperament. So I hope this second point is clear, where we are actually improving upon the accuracy after having learned the concepts. Okay, now the third part which is important over here was temperament. Now over here, what I mean by temperament is how you will be doing that. Two things, very simple. One would be test series. Please attempt test series. Okay, and take test series as a learning tool right now. Okay, I'm not talking about you are testing yourself right now. No, don't use it as a testing tool. Please take it as a learning tool for the time being right now. Okay, use it as a testing tool when you have completed the syllabus, when you have attempted enough number of tests, so that you have learned that, okay, these are the kind of relevant stuff I make mistake over here, and you have got to know, you have gotten the habit of attempting the test. After that only use it as a testing tool. Basically, if I would have been at your place, I would say subject wise test, topic wise test, multi-subject test, whatever are there, all of those are done. Then even for full subject test, around 3-4 subjects, after that only you should be taking the test as a testing tool, that how you are performing. Because before that, it's damn sure you'll be creating mistake, you'll be learning from those. Maybe some concepts would be there you would not have been knowing. It's completely fine. That's why I'm saying use the test as a learning tool. Okay, so please keep attempting the test. Whatever test series you have picked up, go with that. Make sure you are attempting that, okay, on timely basis. Do not delay those things, okay. Right now, whenever you complete anything, attempt a particular test for that, whatever was there, okay. Whatever sheet you are having, solve all those sheets. It's required, it's important, okay. So the timed tests are important. So hence I was talking about the test series. Now the second point is, it may sound irrelevant, but it's actually very important. Keep calm. Yeah, it's two words. Keep calm. Why is it so? See, what happens is sometimes we build up too much of pressure on us, okay. For an example, I have encountered a question which I don't know, okay. It can happen. Skip that. Why should I be thinking about that too much, that I do not know? I have practiced this topic, this subject too much, and still I'm not able to solve. No, just skip it for the moment if you're not able to solve, okay. It's very important for you to move on, to learn how to move on in real life as well, okay, and over here as well. Keep calm, take a deep breath, attempt next question. Don't let all these things, basically, whatever is the wrong question, don't let it create a chain effect for you. What is the chain effect? If you feel stuck somewhere, it will lead to this stuff, or lead to this scenario, that it's a possibility on the next question you will also get stuck. If your confidence is losing, it may happen that next question also you will get stuck. After that also again you will stuck, if you think too much about it. So whenever you feel like you are stuck, just leave it. In fact, even if this is the case that there are 5 questions in a line you are not able to solve, don't even think about solving. First of all, read it. If you are getting comfortable, then only solve it, then only think about solving it. If not, just move to the next question. Just do that. Unless you feel comfortable, don't solve that question. Don't move on, don't pick up your pen to solve that question unless you feel comfortable. Once you feel, solve it, okay. So with the help of this, what will be happening is, this will help you in preserving your confidence level, okay. Take a deep breath, another important thing. So that's why I was telling, keep calm. Because what happens is, people are very good at with concepts, they may be very speedy in solving the questions, but if they are not able to maintain the temperament, if they feel, this is the question I'm not able to solve, and they take it on their ego, what will happen is, they won't be able to solve that question, and apart from that, they'll be taking out time from the other questions as well in solving. So this leads to some problem over here, okay. And when you are not like in the temperament, when you are not stable, I mean over here is that you are not into that zone of solving the question correctly, because once your confidence loses, you are prone to making more mistakes in that case. So definitely your accuracy would decrease over there. So just make sure you are able to solve the question. If you are not able to solve, just leave it, move on, so that it is not affecting your accuracy. Accuracy will be affected if you are trying to attempt a question in a wrong way, or if you have attempted a wrong question. Wrong question means marking the question as wrong, okay. So in that case, your accuracy would be decreasing. So that's why I was saying, keep calm, maintain the temperament, and if you don't know, just skip it and move on to the next question. That's what is required to just take care of. And with this, I guess you'll be able to understand that how it really helps in improving accuracy. And please comment down in this video if it is really helping you, if you could relate with all the points I have mentioned. If you have got this, if you have reached this point, अगर आपने यहाँ तक सुना है, if you have heard till this point,